Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on my Let's Play series. This is episode 5, and yep, that's right, just finished the outside of this tower. I'm going to take you through it. There's a few things I'm not really done with, I just kind of got on there. Like this roof here, definitely going to add some more detail to this roof. And then this back side here, not super happy with it. I think the windows turned out good. But again, this wall here, need to add detail to it. And then I think I'm going to try to find a better way to merge these. I don't think it looks great just having a little bit sticking out. So I'll definitely be doing that pretty soon here. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty good. Obviously need to add an interior and a bottom floor here. But other than that, pretty happy with the progress on the tower here. So let's get into the rest of the episode. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be working on in this episode is this dropper, actually. I was planning on doing it last episode, but was pretty busy doing the mini golf and that tower, so we're going to do it this episode. When I originally made this dropper, I wasn't really planning it like this, but with the red and the green, it actually ended up looking pretty Christmassy, so that's actually given me an idea to make this one Christmas themed, and then once I'm done with that, I can move it on to like other holidays and make other droppers based on those. So I could make like a Halloween one and stuff like that. So I think that's actually what I'm going to do with this one, is make it Christmas themed. So the first idea I've had for it is to just have some candy canes jutting out from here. So let's get into a time lapse of me making those. All right, so there we go. Got 5 candy canes put in. That one's a little off. I'll fix that. But I also added some hidden lights to them, so they're not spawnable, so we don't have to worry about mobs. So yeah, I think that's a good start. This project is going to be a big one. Adding enough stuff in here will take a while since it's survival, but I think it will definitely be worth it, and I think this could be a really cool project. So let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing we are going to be doing in this episode is a pretty small project, but I just want to get it done. We built this colosseum here. We have some working PvP things, but this is still here left open. This area down here is just where I put the redstone for the things. So I just want to build a quick little centerpiece here to try to just cover up this hole so that it's not just a plain covering. Let's see if I can do that pretty simply here. I'm actually probably just gonna time lapse here, me building this, so I'll be right back. So there we go. Again, very simple, just a small little project. The main reason I'm doing it is, well, one, to cover that hole, and two, just to give a little obstacle in PvP to kind of work around. It was pretty open before, and I think this hole would make PvP just a little bit better. So yeah, let's go move on to another small project over by my AFK area. So I'm over here at my main AFK area, and this is just going to be another small little project, and that is going to be decorating kind of the entrance here to my collection area, along with adding a way out other than having to use my rockets to get out. So I'm just quickly going to do this. I'm not trying to make this look great. Again, this is my AFK area, but I want to at least make it look decent. So I think what I'm going to do here is add this in here, with these outlining it. Probably break around here, and then I'm going to add in, I think I have some dark prismarine and some sea lanterns on me. So I'm going to add the base layer of prismarine blocks here. Actually, I'm gonna leave those off. And then I'm gonna have prismarine with some sea lanterns in here. Then I'm actually going to make it, it'll go up one more with the prismarine blocks. Then I'm just going to do a simple little dome here. Not really a dome, kind of, actually, no, just a roof. It's not really big enough for a dome. So yeah, there's that, and I don't think that looks bad at all. We'll have this here, then we will need a water bucket. Grab water out of here, put that there, and then I brought these glass panes with me to block this water off so that it doesn't do that. Put it all the way up. There, and back down, and then the last one in the front here. I did not bring enough. I'll grab some more in a minute here. Let me see, what can I'll grab this so I can plant the kelp. Here, grab some kelp. Place it all the way up here. The water's gonna flow out there since there's no glass panes. which is fine. I actually did not bring enough kelp, which is a bit of a pain. Grab some more kelp out of my kelp farm over here real quick, and then I also need some glass panes as well. Do I have any? Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. Let's go back over here. So I'm going to now plant the kelp the rest of the way up. And what that does is that makes it all source blocks so that the soul sand will push all the way up. And I think, how many do I need? Just need one or two. I think what I'll do here is I'll actually use this. Put the sea lantern. And use that. And put another sea lantern. And then grab this. That and that. So that should be good for now. Actually can't fit through there. So what do I have on me that work better? Alright, I'll fix that after this clip. But also, so now this should push all the way up. I'm not sure. Oh, mostly because that's not soul sand, so that would not push up. That is also not soul sand. There we go, and boom, that should push us all the way up. And there we go. Again, just a simple little project here. But now it's done. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so I'm back over here by my tower area, and to be honest, after the original time lapse at the beginning of this video, I was going back and looking at the tower, and I really did not like the way that it looked. So I made some pretty big changes to it. I basically tore most of the stuff that I did earlier in this episode out and rebuilt it. I didn't want to do that in another time lapse just because I've already done one. So I did it off camera. It was a big project, but I think it's definitely worth it here. I basically changed almost the whole design of this. So I made it loop around in the back just like it does in the front. I think it looks really good. I still think there's a lot of things to be done with this. Definitely need to add stuff to this roof. Probably make something angled going up here just to make this look a little better. But all in all, I think this turned out very successful. And let's get on to the next thing. So actually the next thing I'm going to be doing is still over here at this tower. I don't want to spend a whole ton of time in this episode over here still, just because I've spent a lot. But I do just quickly want to add a bottom layer in here. So I'm going to cut to a quick time lapse of me doing that. So let's get into it. Alright, so end of the time lapse there, and we got this all done. You may have noticed the time lapse cut a little bit short, and that is because I actually ran out of materials. So I just went and picked up some more and finished the rest of it. I hid some lights in this floor under these carpets here, which actually blend in surprisingly well. There's just sea lanterns under here to light it up to help with stopping mob spawning. This floor pattern that I used is pretty similar to the one I used over here. I just wanted to incorporate the gray concrete so that it kind of matches up with the rest of the build. And you'll also notice that I built this one higher off of the ground level, and that is just so I can add some detail here without having to worry about when you're on this floor not being able to like see outside. So if you don't really get what I'm saying, you'll see once I add the detail. I'm not going to do that this episode, but I'll do that soon. So yeah, finished up with this project for today. Definitely think we made some good progress. Let's get on to our last project of this episode. Alrighty, so for the last project of today's episode, I'm actually going to be adding another one of these to this area. The reason I'm going to be doing it is I just want to have some more villagers to trade with. They're not going to be farmers or librarians or masons. One of the rows will probably be clerics, just for things like redstone, XP bottles, and glowstone, in case I need stuff like that. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with the other row yet, but it'll be nice to have for when I do decide. So I'm not actually going to add the villagers today, I'm just going to build it. So I'm going to get into a time lapse here of me digging this out to get enough room to build another one, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so a lot of digging later, and we've got a full area cleared out, big enough to put another one of these in. You may have noticed that a little after halfway through the time lapse, I came over here for a minute, and that was actually to trade with the villagers. And that's why I like having this so much. I got all my tools repaired, my elytra repaired, my shovel fully repaired, and my pick mostly repaired in less than 5 minutes just from trading with these guys with one shulker box of pumpkins. So it's super convenient to have, and that's why I like having it so much. And then the materials that I got from this were 5 full shulker boxes of a mix of sand and sandstone. So that's really, really nice, along with having the area cleared out here to build another one. But that is actually where I'm going to call it for this episode. In the next episode, we will be starting work on this, so that should be really good. But I think today's episode has been really productive. We started to do some stuff with the dropper over there, which I'm actually really excited about. Now that we started it, I think it will turn out being really cool. We also made a lot of good progress on the tower, the new tower in the city area. Again, I think that's coming along really well. Still a decent amount to do with it, but it should end up looking cool. Then we did a couple other small projects, so it's been a very productive episode, and I just want to thank you guys again for watching this episode. This has been episode 5. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Later.